expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The Eagles have had a great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Cowboys going up against the Eagles. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Wentz now on first down. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for the offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
He got 18 yards out. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch it now,
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's fourth down. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and battle down.
So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
first down throw for Prescott. And Escobar has it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Benny Logan has the body of a defensive end, but the skill set of a defensive tackle. He's very difficult for offensive guards to block.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be a Dallas first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now back to the ground with Elliott, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. It's
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got it. It's Escobar. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Out left side here to Bryant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll throw again. Prescott throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wentz throwing on second down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully.
Now Bonner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the second round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
Time running out here on the play clock. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now with Barner. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Hey, pull down. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They come out here in the eye. They run again with Barner. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Kenyon Barner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They go play action here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. Throwing, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down following the incompletion. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, Prescott again. And this is caught at the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he's got his big tight end. It's Escobar. Touchdown, Dallas. Gavin Escobar in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin with Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Going right side, he has Witten. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Second down, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Another pistol look here. Prescott now on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the
drag. That guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Caught left side by Funchess. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
Here we go!
Prescott from the gun on third. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. Prescott now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get the game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
On second down, here's Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Let's give plenty of credit to the defense there. They stuffed them on second and short. But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You've got a whole nother down to pick it up, and maybe even a fourth if you so choose.
take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devin Funchess with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Play action. Now Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3.
Now Wentz, got to have this one. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Come
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing it. That's
trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now they head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number?
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And he puts it through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now they're in the hurry-up. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devin Funchess with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Leopard! Leopard! Let's go! Green, 39! Leopard! Leopard!
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice session.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first is Wentz. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A second down throw for Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing. Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jason Witten, 33 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Philly now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Conley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Wentz to throw on second down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Mike 52. Mike 52. Who that? Who that?
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Now a desperation. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. Wentz on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Throwing here, Prescott. And Escobar has it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough starting field position here.
Everyone's got four down. Here we go now. 3-19.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Goes underneath for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor.